Hey guys, good morning. So I just wanted to give you a recap of what we've seen so far in August for fall migration in the Florida Keys. We're going to go through some of the birds that I found, and we had the first 2 weeks of August, we had a pretty heavy influx of warblers, and then they left and then it kind of went away. So of course the first one, let's get right into it. The first bird that you're going to see usually in fall is going to be in the Keys, is going to be the blue-gray gnatcatcher. This one, it starts to come down usually end of July or very beginning of August, but you usually do see them the last couple of days in July. So this was my first guy that I saw. This is I believe this is either a juvenile red shoulder hawk. I believe this is a juvenile red shoulder hawk. I feel like the red shoulder hawk juvenile and the broadwing kind of look similar, but I'm pretty sure that that's what this is. So I saw this guy. They do migrate, but we do have them around year round. So I don't really think he was a migrant, but he was harassing my chickens. He didn't get one though, so thank God. This was a baby cardinal that I found. There was a lot of babies around, July, August or so. Even in June, you can still see babies. And then this was a northern Perula. This was one of the first warblers that I saw. Usually I saw the prairie warbler first, but for some reason there was a lot of northern Perulas around the first week or two of August. So they were like really early migrant this year. I don't know what the deal was, but they were heading out. So you'll see a lot of pictures of these. This is a gray kingbird. Gray kingbirds are a summer migrant in the Keys, and you're going to find gray kingbirds pretty much all through summer from April, Mayish, all the way until maybe September, and by October usually they're gone. We still have them right now in September. So this is a summer migrant. They're still here. So this is a prairie warbler. This looks like a female. This she's eating a worm. Yeah, because you can see like the drab color of like brownish beige color with the yellow. The males are more a very vibrant black on the head and on the stripes and the striae, versus this one that's got the more like buffy color. So this is a female prairie warbler. This is always a early migrant. This is probably usually the first one that I see versus the northern Perula. So yeah, this is a prairie warbler eating a worm. I see these a lot in the Royal Point sienna trees, gumbo limbos. You kind of see them all over in these. See, this is a Royal Point sienna. You can see them in the wild tamarind as well. And there's a blue-gray gnatcatcher along with the prairie warbler. They were both in this tree together. You can see them there. Blue-gray gnatcatcher, prairie warbler. This was in my citrus tree. This was on my bird feeding station. They weren't eating seeds or nothing, but he was just kind of there. Okay, this is a yellow-throated warbler. This one also is a more early migrant. You're more likely to see them in August, early August. You can find them as well. So I did see quite a few of these through August. Not as many as usual, but I did see some, so that was cool. And I was really surprised to see this so early. You can't see it very well because he never really got out of the leaves, but this is a yellow-throated vireo. I don't usually know, I've never seen one this early before, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, you can kind of see it from here. It's really hard to see, but I knew what it was. I could see it moving, and I just couldn't get a shot of it out of the leaves. So that was cool. And another prairie warbler, starting to see a lot of those. The tree swallows, barn swallows, those had started, and they were pretty plentiful last week. So this is this looks like it might be a tree swallow or one of the swallows because of the white belly. The barn swallows have more of like an orange belly with the navy blue on top, really pretty. More blue-gray gnatcatchers. I'm starting to see those every morning now. This is a northern Perula. So yeah, there was a few days that I saw look at this, two of them together, bird butts. Yeah, I saw quite a few of these, probably around the second week of August. A lot it was just suddenly a whole bunch of them came, northern parulas. Look at them together here. I got quite a few shots of them. This is a nice picture of a blue-gray gnatcatcher. And this is also, that was a blue-gray gnatcatcher. Prairie warbler here, eating little, this is on the fig tree. A lot of birds love these fig trees, either the strangler fig or the broadleaf fig. And he's eating the berries, he or she. You can tell the northern parula based on the bicolored bill. That's kind of an identifier. See, the bottom is yellow and the top is gray. You can see it from the bottom. There we go. You see two different colors here. Yeah, these are really nice pictures I got of those. This is a prairie warbler eating, also in the fig tree, eating some fruit. Very popular if you see a fig tree. Actually, this is a kingbird, a gray kingbird also, nabbing some fruit and bugs and stuff like that from this fig tree. Fig tree, you're going to find a lot of birds. So if you're in the Keys, you're visiting, or you live in the Keys and you're walking, the fig trees are the place to look for birds. I'm telling you, walk by one, you're going to find it. These are two kingbirds minding their own business for once. They're always really crazy and loud and just wild all over the place. So they were just sitting here calmly. I was just like, okay, you almost never see them like that. This was cool. I got to see a yellow-billed cuckoo. So that was pretty cool. I usually only get to see maybe one or two a year. I got to see one during spring migration, so I'm guessing maybe they were on the move, because I saw one and a few other people in our Facebook group saw one as well. So that was pretty cool. For a couple of days, people were seeing the yellow-billed cuckoos. This was also in the fig tree, but I know that these guys, they eat caterpillars and stuff like that mostly. So he was probably scavenging for caterpillars and worms and stuff like that in these fig trees, because these fig trees will attract bugs. They bear fruit. You get those fuzzy white caterpillars in them. So a lot of different birds will come and eat from this tree. And there's another gray kingbird on a power line. You'll often find them on power lines if you're trying to find this bird in the Keys. It's a good place to look for it. It's on power lines or perched up high on a snag or up high in the trees, because they're a flycatcher, so they like to swoop down and grab bugs. Unfortunately, I saw one grab a butterfly one time. I was kind of mortified by it, but it is what it is. They gotta eat too. So, yeah, sorry guys, I'm losing my voice today. But, yep, this is another gray kingbird, and here's a migrating osprey. This is an early raptor migrant, along with the swallowtail kites. I did not get to see a swallowtail kite during migration this year, during fall, but I did get to see plenty during spring and early summer. So, I feel like that's a little bit better time to see them, depending where you live. If you live in Central Florida, or like St. Lucie area, you're going to see a lot of swallowtail kites. Or if you're in the Keys, Curry Hammock is a good place to see them. They saw, I believe, like 4,000 swallowtail kites in August, and within a few days they saw hundreds, I think 700 in one day. So the Hawkwatch program recorded it, and it was really cool. So this is migrating ospreys. You start to see these increase, even though we have them all year round. These were increasing during migration, so you start to see more. So here's another blue-gray gnatcatcher. And my, sorry for this attempt, my sorry attempt at trying to get a photo of a barn swallow flying. There was lots of them, but they just are really hard to photograph sometimes. This is a male prairie warbler, so you can see the vibrant black with the yellow. And this is also a prairie warbler with the yellow and black. Really nice. On a power line. They were swooping down off this power line and they were catching bugs. There was about 3 or 4 of them doing it. So there were quite a few this day. Quite a few of them. Oh, and there is a kingbird, a gray kingbird catching a moth. This was pretty crazy to see. I saw him catch this moth. It's kind of dark in the photo, but you can see, you can get the picture. It kind of looks like a hawk moth. Okay, so this is a Norfolk pine. This is a yellow-throated warbler. I saw 3 or 4 of these this day in this Norfolk pine. This was pretty cool. I saw quite a few of them. So as you can see, there's 2 of them here. Really, really cute. So this was cool to see. This was like last week, or maybe, yeah, maybe about a week ago that I saw these guys. And this is a yellow, not a yellow, I'm sorry, a great crested flycatcher. These are here year round as well, but I do start to see them increase in fall. So I believe they are maybe like a little bit of a, maybe they're migrating from other places and they're kind of heading through. So I do see an increase in the fall in great crested flycatchers. You can kind of identify them with the bright orange belly, the gray on the head, and they have a little bit of rusty orange on the tail underside. This is a nice picture of a migrating osprey here. Seen some more ospreys around recently. Okay, this was... I think these... I can't remember if these were... No, these were not nighthawks. Ah, these were white-crowned pigeons. Okay, this is a flock of white-crowned pigeon. That's right, here they are. You can see them with the white on their head and the gray body. Okay, this was really cool. This was a huge flock of common nighthawks that I saw a couple of days ago. It was probably on Wednesday or Thursday that I saw these guys last week. And look how many. Oh my goodness, look at all these. There were so many. So these will migrate. These are a summer migrant that hang out in the Keys all summer long. And I am still seeing them in the evenings. You'll see them at dusk. You'll hear them before you see them usually. And I do have a video on that if you want to take a look. The call of the Antillean nighthawk versus the common nighthawk, because we get both in the summer. So these guys are migrating south back to their Caribbean, South Central America. You know, all the birds are going that way right now. So they were on their way headed south again. Look at all these. There were so many. This was at dusk. They were heading out. This is so cool. And this is a barn swallow, I believe. Yep, barn swallow. You can see him way over in the corner. Barn swallows. Oh, I think these are kingbirds. I also saw some kingbirds migrating. Yeah, okay, this is cool. I saw this one just on Friday morning. This is the first downy woodpecker that I saw. This is also a migrant, and they stay... They migrate through the Keys, and I believe a few stay around and winter down here. So this is a downy woodpecker. Okay, this is another barn swallow. There were quite a few of them last week. A lot of people saw them in the Facebook group throughout the Keys. If you want to track migration with us, fall migration, join us in the Florida Keys Birding, Reptiles, Wildlife, and Plants Facebook group. I have a link in the description below, and you can go to my channel and you can find the link for it. So we do track fall migration and spring migration every year, and I like to give updates on birding news and summer birds, fall, winter, you know, all through the season. So, because we're so diverse in the Keys with birding. So whether you're a visitor or you just want to know what's happening here or you live here, definitely join, and you'll be able to know what's going on with the birds down here in the Keys. So more barn swallows. And this is a video of all of the common nighthawks that I saw. Oh my gosh, it was so cool. Look at this. There's so many just catching bugs at dusk. My video is not super clear because it was kind of hard to focus, but this is really cool. You can watch this. Yeah, it was a very cool sight to see. I mean, they were just flying everywhere, catching bugs, catching bugs. This was right after I saw that big flock, and I saw tons of them down here. All right, I think that's it. Yep. So that's it, guys. That's a recap for August fall migration, what I've seen so far, what we're seeing in the Keys right now. And like I said, if you want to follow more, please join our Facebook group. You can see what's going on. Make sure you answer all the questions so I know you're not a scammer, because we get a lot of those. And then we'll continue tracking migration. I'll post some updates for September going into October, which will be really exciting. Our peak is October First 2 weeks of October is our peak for fall migration in the Keys. The October 10th through the 12th is our peak for raptor migration at Curry Hammock State Park. So that's a good place to be if you're down here and you really like watching raptors. And all through the month of October is a really great time to see raptors. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day, and happy birding for migration. And I hope you find your lifer birds this season. Thanks. Bye.